Welcome to your notes for arithmetic or arithmetic and geometric sequences. Sequence is a set of numbers in a particular order or pattern. Today we're going to just focus on adding and subtracting. These are the rest of the words that you have. Common difference is important. That's your D value. Geometric sequence, common ratio. So the terms of the sequences are defined by the formulas with the stars around them. N is any natural number. And then when we are doing math for this, we're just going to find different values. And when we are finding out what these values are, we're going to use a graphing calculator or a normal calculator. It's up to you. I'm going to use my phone as scientific calculator from Desmos. It's an app you can download, so it's kind of the same, but just make sure that you're using something that it works for you. So, for example, finding the terms with difference in ratios to figure out if a term is a arithmetic or arithmetic and geometric or neither, the sequence, the numbers that are provided to you need to have the same system of change between them. So, common ratio or a common difference. Difference can be adding or subtracting. And so when you're looking at these numbers, what you're doing is you're trying to figure out what happens to, say, what the number's going to be. So for my terms, what you're doing is you're looking between each set of numbers. Okay. To get from 8 to -2, you can do it one of two ways. You can say, hey, what happened? Or you can take the second number minus the first number and say that equals -10. And if you take -10 and you subtract -10 every single time, do you get the same answer? So another way to check is on the second number, -12 minus a -2 equals -10. So I'm subtracting 10 again here. And that works here. So I have arithmetic. And then my common difference is minusing 10. So if you are doing something that is addition or subtraction, that's what you're looking at doing. And if it's the same for every single term, which you have to check everyone, that's what you're doing. So looking at the next one, excuse my nose, I see that I'm going up, 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 up. 2 to 9 is really easy. That's a +7. And then if I check here, 2 minus a -5 equals 7. So that's +7. -12 to 5 is a +7, and this is a +7, so this is arithmetic or arithmetic, and your common difference is 7. It's a positive. Pardon my nose, it is running. Oh, going on to this next one, I have a +0.3, I have a +0.3, and then I have a +0.6. So this is not the same values. What you can also check is see if you have division. So that didn't work. So if I check division, 0.9 divided by 0.6 equals 1.5. And then I'm going to take 1.2 divided by 0.9. Whoops. Helps if I clear all. And that equals 1.3 repeating. So that's not it. So this is a neither. So I'm going to write down neither because it did not satisfy arithmetic or geometric. So checking over here, I see that the numbers are getting bigger. And 4 plus 8 is 12. 12 plus 8 is not 36. So arithmetic doesn't work. So I'm going to check another thing. I'm going to see if I multiply, get there. So to check if you have a ratio, you take the second number divided by the first number and so forth. Does that equal? That equals 3. 36 divided by 12 equals 3. And 108 divided by 36 equals 3. So this is geometric. And my R equals 3. same thing. Ratios can be fractions just like addition or subtraction. So they are not growing or subtracting by the same number. So I'm going to take the second number divided by 27 equals 1 over 3. And it has to be a fraction. 3 divided by 9 equals 1 over 3. And 1 divided by 3 obviously equals 1/3. So this is geometric. And my r equals 1/3. Division is multiplication. And last but not least, are the numbers going up and down by the same value? So -5 divided by -8 equals 5/8. And -1 divided by -5 equals 1/5, which means those is not geometric, so geometric is a no. And arithmetic, we have the space between -8 and 5, so -5 minus a -8, or the jump, equals 3. The jump from -1, to -5 is equal to 4. And since those are not the same, arithmetic doesn't work, so this is a neither as well. So the next step that you have is find the next terms of the sequence. So I will do the first two with you, and then you can do the last one by yourself. So what's happening? I am adding a number, so that's plus 12. That's plus 12, so I'm going to add 12 each time, so then I would have 42. 42 plus 12 is 54. 54 plus 12 is 66. And the last number is 78. The next sequence is having something happen. We're getting bigger. So I am adding 8. And this one number I'm adding 8. But to double check, I'm going to take -3 minus a -11. That equals that 8. And -11 minus a -19 equals that 8. So we're good. We're going to add 8 each time. So -3 plus 8 is 5, 13, 21, and 29. This one is a subtraction problem, so I'm going to leave this one for you. Please do it. You need to figure out the answers. And we're going to skip geometric for right now, so skip this example. So skip for today. And I want you, I have a few pages added. The next thing what we're going to do is we're going to find the indicated terms. So we're going to use a specific formula. Your specific formula is going to be AN equals A1 plus D parenthesis N minus 1. And what we're going to do is we're going to plug into it. So for the first one, we give you all the information, so you just plug it in. N is the 11, so we want the 11th term. So I'm going to write down A to the 11th equals A1 plus 9 times 11 minus 1. And then I'm going to plug in what I know. So to simplify it just a little bit more, I'm going to go A11 equals 14 plus, and I'm going to take 9 times 10, because 11 minus 1 is 10, plus 90. So the 11th term equals 104. But I'm just going to double check by plugging it in. You could plug the original all into your calculator. I like to simplify it as much as I can, because if you have a difference of 9, whatever I tell you your first term is, you can get a generic equation. And this equals 104. So for this next one, this first term is A1. So A1 equals 12. And the difference of what is happening between the numbers is we're going to add 13 each time, so D equals 13. And then N equals 18 because I want the 18th term. So A18 equals A1 plus 13 times 18 minus 1. A18 equals 12 plus 13 times 18 minus 1 gives me 221. So A to the 18th equals 233. And the next part of the arithmetic sequence is we're going to write a general formula using the same formula again. It's not too difficult. The biggest thing is finding what you know and working backwards. So on this first one, we are given A1. A1 equals 13. We have a difference of going up by 6, so plus 6 is happening each time, so the difference is 6. And using the same formula, we're going to just write generic form. So you have AN equals A1 plus, pardon me, the difference of 6 times N minus 1, because we're doing generic. So AN equals the 13 plus, we're going to distribute that 6 through, so we're going to take 6 times N and times negative 1, so 6N minus 6. And then we're going to combine like terms, so AN equals 6N, and 13 minus 6 is going to be 7, plus 7. And that's your equation. And last but not least, but this up here, if you would not have simplified this and you left it as A to the 11 equals A1 plus 90, that would be the 11th term for any sequence when A1 is whatever number you want it to be and your difference is 9. So you can say, hey, I'm going to start my term at 22 with the difference of anything, and that's that generic form. This one's a little bit more tricky because you do not have A1. You have A to the 5th, so we know that N equals 5. We know that D equals negative 4. And so in the formula, if we go AN equals A1 plus negative 4 times N minus 1, we can get a generic form of the equation. So AN equals A1 minus 4N plus 1. And then what we can do is we can plug in what we know for the 5th term. So A to the 5th is going to be negative 12 equals A sub 1 minus 4 times 5 plus 1. Negative 12 equals A sub 1 minus 19, because negative 20 plus 1. We're going to add 19 to both sides. So A sub 1 equals 7. And if you want to practice, you can say 7 minus 4 5 times. So 1 says 3. Twice is negative 1. 3 times is negative 5. 4 times is negative 9. 5 times is negative 13. So I did something wrong. Oh, I know what I did wrong. Scratch that. When I distributed my negative 4, and didn't draw arrows, so then I forgot to make that to be a positive 4. So this should have been a positive 4, which makes that a positive 4, which makes that 19 become negative 16 minus 16 plus 16. Make that a 16. Good job remembering your negative sign, though. Good job, Pomeroy. All right. And that's why I check my answers. So this should be really 4. So I'm going to check that again. So we're going to do 4. Try again. 4 minus 4 is 0. Minus 4 is... So 2 of them is negative 4. 3 is negative 8. What am I doing wrong? Should not be this hard today. Negative 4 times 5 plus 4. Negative 16. A1. 4. So A sub 2. Oh, I'm not counting correctly. First one is 4. Oh my gosh, Pomeroy. Second one, 0. Third one, 4. Negative 4. Fourth one, negative 8. Yeah, we're good. Sorry. Pomeroy's brain is not working yet. It's too late in the day. So, A sub 1 is 4 now. We're going to go make my equation because I am taking too much time. I'm going to take this equation right here. And I'm going to write down A sub n equals 4 for A sub 1 minus 4n plus 4, which these two, whoops, combine like terms, those are 8, so A sub n equals negative 4 plus 4n, Pomeroy. Negative 4 plus 8. And there's my original formula. Oh my gosh. This is what happens when Pomeroy does stuff really, really late at night. So that's where we're going to stop for this. Homework-wise, what I want you to do is you're going to skip the recursion and reiteration. Oh my gosh. Where's my homework? Oh no. Homework. Let's go find it. Homework is right here. So homework problems. I want you to do only I just want you to do the first page. 1 through 8. So in your homework, helps if I come back here. For arithmetic sequence, you're going to do numbers 1 through 8 on the page that goes with 5/12. So it's right at the end of this, and it's your homework packet. So do those problems. That's it. Have a wonderful day. Should not take you too long. I apologize for my mistakes.